Hello everyone, this is a daily forecast on pound dollar. Today is Friday, October 8th. This video is brought to you by Finteria Markets. Please check our website for more information about the company, services and tools that we offer. This is our second video. The first video was on euro dollar and it includes a more broad review of the market, including some information on the NFP data. So in this video, we're going to focus on pound dollar. And I'm going to start as usually with winners and losers. So let's check how these two currencies perform. As you can see, the British pound gained 0.14%. The dollar was neutral. However, if we check the weekly situation, we can see that the pound is one of the strongest currencies, while the US dollar is among the losers. It lost 0.42%. So speaking about the economic calendar, the main event of today is NFP. I discussed more about the NFP in the first video on euro dollar. Let's also check the futures. Usually when I analyze pound dollar, I prefer to check what's the situation on yields. So currently we see that the 10-year yields on pound are actually quite neutral. We saw some sharp increase recently. However, they're actually very stable, while the yields on the US dollar are actually rising. We can also check the situation on SONIA futures. Here, I would like to show you that the interest rate expectations are rising on British pound. So here, this is the contract for December 2023, and we see that it's steadily growing much higher. We can also check the futures on SOFR. So this is for prediction, the interest rates on the US dollar, and they are also driving much higher. However, you can notice that SONIA is growing much faster, and recently we had this large increase in the expectation of the future interest rate hike. So given all this information, let's return back to the charts. I'm going to start with the daily chart. In general, I mentioned this before that I think that the pound is more resilient to the strength of the US dollar. So we were trading in this large triangle. We had a brutal movements on the US dollar. We broke multiple support levels. However, there was a really strong rebound in the price, and we can see those impulses were also very strong. However, each impulse was slightly weaker than the previous one. So far, we're in the status quo, in my opinion. We're stuck in between two important levels. One of them is actually like a former support line of the triangle, which is currently a resistance line. And another important level is the low from July 21st of this summer. So we're currently in this area. In my opinion, it's pretty neutral, but we can potentially move in one of those possible directions. So let me draw, first of all, I would like to show you the potential trading range. It can perform within this area for today. In my opinion, there are two important levels. It's going to be 36.50 and 30, well, it's more like 35. 60. It's around 90 pips trading range. So in my opinion, there's a potential that we may break this range today. So it will actually depend a lot on the news. In case if we have a strong NFP release, in my opinion, we may potentially reach this level, even move slightly lower. But in my opinion, the pound is going to be very resilient and strong. So we might potentially get a stronger rebound. So just in case if the NFP data is going to be really strong, like for example above 1 million newly created jobs, we can of course move much lower, but still I would expect that from those levels we would rebound. I think that pound is going to be very resilient. So however, I think this is an excellent pair if there's going to be some disappointment in the data. US dollar is going to be weak. This is going to be an excellent pair to go short on the US dollar. So potential movements look like this. We may break this level. We can make some retest and we can move higher till 37.50. And here, I think if we move above this level next week, So here we have a good opportunity to open long positions. They will be more conservative. Here probably there's certain risk involved. However, it actually depends a lot on the data that will come. If there's going to be a major disappointment in the data, I think it's going to be easy to trade this currency pair. So you can potentially aim for 35.50. In case if the report is going to be strong, do not trade on this currency pair. You can either choose your dollar or dollar yen. I think the situation is going to be much more favorable. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please support our channel with your likes and comments, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a nice day.